It's day 2 of the NATO Parliamentary Assembly here in Dayton, with forums and official ceremonies underway. We have live team coverage from inside the NATO Village. 2 News anchor Brooke Moore is live outside the Dayton International Peace Museum. Brooke, what's happening there late this afternoon?
Yeah, Jack, we are out here right now as the Assembly's opening ceremony brought together all of the NATO delegates today at the Benjamin and Marion Schuster Performing Arts Center. More than a dozen representatives from several countries spoke at that event, including Congressman Mike Turner and Governor Mike DeWine. We have 2 News reporter Sartaj Singh, who was there. Sartaj, what did those world leaders focus on in this ceremony? 2 News reporter Evan Bales is live in downtown Dayton with more on how the hotel is fitting in and adapting to NATO. Evan?
Brooke, thank you. We are just 2 days away from the start of the NATO conference, and here at the the Marriott Hotel Garden Inn in downtown Dayton, the staff here saw an incredible opportunity ahead of the NATO conference by deciding to open their doors. While the actual grand opening for the hotel and the arcade below me isn't slated right now, Dayton residents can expect to see those doors open sometime in June. Reporting live in Dayton, Evan Bales, 2 News.
Brooke and John, looking at all this damage, it's truly amazing that nobody was severely hurt. These homeowners gave us permission to survey their property. This is their refrigerator and this is their stove. They're so much out of order, but they're just happy to be alive. The stewards and many of these other homeowners are now left taking pictures of this damage to send to insurance companies.
Thank you, Brian. The northern Miami Valley hit hard tonight. That's where we go right now, to Orchard Island in Logan County, where Storm Team 2 meteorologist Cameron Saliga is there on the ground, one of the hardest hit areas. Cameron, what are you seeing and hearing right now?
Yeah, here into Orchard Island, we saw a lot of damage here as we entered on in here earlier in the evening hours. And what's been the constant here is the emergency vehicles. They've been coming in and out, and they've been going inside homes, getting people out, making sure everyone is safe, and helping people to recover from this storm. And as you can see here to the right of me, there is some damage. Not quite sure what exactly it was. It does look like it was a living facility or a living building, because you can see some bathroom stuff here. You can see the sink and some beds. So this is completely destroyed. And then as you can see behind, we can't walk to it, and that is because there is water in the way there, and that is the where you could dock your pontoons. It is pretty destroyed here at the moment. There's a lot of debris all over the area, and that is pretty much the scene all around here into the areas around Orchard Island. And as you could pan around here as well, you can see this. You can see this sheet metal. The sheet metal was torn off of some building and wrapped around this stop sign. So that really just shows you the sheer power of some of these storms here as we went into the evening hours. And I did speak to one person who actually lives here. When I got here, they were talking about how they were bowling in Bellefontaine and they got the tornado warning watching the Buckeyes game, and they came back, and I got here at the same time as they did, and they just didn't know if they had a home to get home to. And so there's still people looking and seeing if they have a home remaining, still people getting out of their homes here as we go into the 11 o'clock hour. And it looks like it's going to be continuing here as we go through much of the nighttime and into the days to come. In Orchard Island, meteorologist Cameron Saliga, 2 News.
Being covered, so
Yep.
here we are.
And this is a live look here in the Miami Valley.
309, yeah.
Yeah, we're just about there. And you know, everybody's looking up right now. Make sure you're still wearing your glasses, but once it does complete totality, you can take your glasses off. That's when you can start taking the pictures, capture the moment. I saw somewhere online they were saying, obviously take pictures of the sun, of the sky. There it is.
Ooh, look at that.
Wow.
That's beautiful.
That's amazing. But make sure to take pictures of everything going on around you too, because of course you want to remember this one, but you also want to remember the people that you're with, that you're going to be able to keep it with.
Yeah, we're going to go to Sartaj Singh. He's in Wapakoneta for us. How's it looking out there, Sartaj?
And a cold one at that.
I have breaking news. It is freezing. You don't believe me? Now see, she's much younger than me. Kayla, though, knows how to dress for the occasion.
You know, opening days in Texas weren't this cold, so I'm getting used to the Ohio weather a bit. I've got 2 pairs of pants, 2 shirts, and of course, the blanket. Now, he was making fun of me because I had toe warmers in my
was.
shoes too, but now you want them too.
Yeah, I wish I would have taken you up on that offer instead of making funny in the nice warm press box. But this is my 25th Dayton Dragons opening day, and your very first. So we have two different perspectives on it. I'll start with this. 25 years ago, the day before the opener, I was at this stadium, and the scoreboard was still being held by a crane, and there were seats I think they were still putting in. It was amazing. I thought there's no way they're going to be able to play this game tomorrow night, and sure enough, they got everything done, and they have been playing great ever since.
My co-host Grace Hewitt, she's been there all day long. Grace, how are things going?
Hey Caroline, I changed. We're in the parade now. We got Tex here, he's with the Red Stockings. This is so exciting. We got a lot of fans on the roads here. Tex, I gotta ask, this is such a tradition for Cincinnati. How exciting is it to be a part of this?
Oh, this is awesome. This should be a citywide holiday. This is, I mean, other cities have no idea what this is like. This is amazing.
I mean, what is your favorite thing? If you had to pick one thing that you love about the Reds Parade, what is your favorite thing?
Oh, it's just actually being here, all the people coming out. I mean, there's thousands upon thousands of people here. This is incredible.
Oh my gosh, I love it. So last year, 130,000. This year, 150,000.
I know, isn't it great?
Isn't that amazing?
It is, it's amazing. The people come out to support this Reds team. I mean, you know, we were the original 1869 team, the first professional team, and 150 some years later, we're still doing this.
I love it. So if you had to give some advice, what would your advice be for people who love to do this, they want to get involved with the Reds?
To get with the Red Stockings, like I said, we're part of the Reds Hall of Fame. You just get on the Reds Hall of Fame website, look us up, get in contact with us if you want to play. It's 1869 rules, no gloves. It's a lot of fun, but it does hurt.
I don't think I can do it, but I think if you do it, maybe I can do it.
Absolutely.
I love it. Should we do a 1, 2, 3, go Reds? You ready? 1, 2, 3, go Reds! So we have so much exciting things coming up. We've got a lot of bands, we've got a lot of acts, a lot of people coming through. It's gonna be amazing. We got all these people right here. Can I get a go Reds? We got a lot of people excited. I'm so excited. I feel like I could run through this parade. It's gonna be absolutely amazing. The Reds game's gonna be at 4:10 pitch. It's gonna be a fun time. I mean, running through that, I'm a little out of breath.
Live from Centerville Stadium, welcome to Two Sports. I'm Jack Pohl along with Joey DiBaradino, and you can feel the excitement growing. We are a little over a half an hour away from the kickoff of what I like to call the Herbstreit Bowl, but beyond the family, Kirk Herbstreit and his son playing against his alma mater tonight, there is a football game to be played between two pretty good teams, Joey.
Yeah, what a special night this is here in Centerville. The return of Herbstreit playing against his son, Chase, going against his alma mater. St. Xavier bringing a pretty tough team here to Centerville to face the Elks. The Elks, in fact, coming off a pretty big win, 31-21 over Lakota East. And the other Lakota school beat St. Xavier. The Bombers falling in their Week 1 matchup to Lakota West. So they have a chip on their shoulder coming in, something to prove in this game. Centerville, of course, looking to stay undefeated.
Out on the patio. You look a little warmer than you did last time you were out there, Jamie. How are things out there on the patio right now?
Don't let me fool you. It's cold, but I'm just prepared. I've got on the winter jacket. I got the gloves out today. And the last time I was out here, it was raining. It was warm enough that it was raining, but it's gotten colder. So now we have snow falling. So I want to show you something, what you can expect on your morning commute. The ground is just wet, but on these elevated surfaces like your picnic table, perhaps the branches of a tree in your backyard, the back deck may be getting coated and the grass will be coated, but the roads and the sidewalks are just going to be wet. But again, this is our first measurable snow of the season, Caleb. It is a good packing snow, so if you wanted to make a mini snowman, you probably could do that. Temperatures today are going to stay in the 30s, so just be prepared for a cold day with some occasional snow showers. And as we head towards the drive home from work, we're actually going to go under a winter weather advisory as we get another burst of snow. We're going to take a look at those details coming up in your forecast.
The Clinton County Emergency Management Agency started countywide damage assessment this morning, and 2 News reporter Whitney Williams has been in Clinton and Warren counties today talking with residents and the EMA. Whitney, what are you seeing?
Yes, Brooke. So the general sentiment after speaking with residents and the EMAs is, you know, things could have been a lot worse, and they're just grateful that everyone is okay and no one was hurt. We're right now in the village of Sabina, and if you take a look right behind me, you will see this damage, and this damage is what Clinton County EMA calls the most major damage that the county has seen so far after last night's system. As you can see here, a tree snapped in half and fell onto the front portion of this house, causing it to partially collapse. The EMAs in Clinton and Warren counties say that they'll continue to assess damage over the next few days, but they're trying to wrap things up quickly as they're expecting another round of severe weather on Wednesday. Reporting live in Clinton County, Whitney Williams, 2 News.
And we also have team coverage of this shooting for you tonight. 2 News reporter Caroline Morse was one of the first reporters there on the scene of the shooting on Ingram Street.
This is where the officer went to follow up with that suspect tonight. Caroline, what's that scene look like right now?
Now, John and Brooke, earlier today at 7:30, we saw a large amount of police activity. There were even nearly 20 cruisers here, but now you can see behind me it is a very quiet here on scene. New cars have appeared. There's been 2 more vehicles that showed up on the forensic services. Actually, a second one just pulled up right here behind me, and you can see there's still plenty of yellow tape here on scene. And if you pan across this neighborhood and past this building, they've actually blocked off this entire neighborhood down near the very end of the stop sign. It might be kind of hard to see there on camera. You can see 2 detectives are still here on scene searching the area. Unfortunately, I've met with many neighbors who live in this area, and right now this street is closed off. There is no traffic coming down through this area. But like I said, this is still quiet, but it's still an active scene compared to how 20 cruisers were here earlier. There's now probably a total of 5 that I can see. Officers are coming and going here on the scene, but it's still pretty quiet compared to where it was earlier. Like I said, if we know any updates on this, we'll be keeping you live here on air and even on our website, WDTN.com. But if you are and you do live in this area, at least that side of the street is blocked off. No traffic is allowed in and out right now. This is still quite an active scene here on Ingram Street. Live in Dayton, I'm Caroline Morse, 2 News, working for you.
Thank you so much. Work, John. You just don't know what it's like. Hey, we are here at Universal Studios Hollywood. It is media night here tonight, so we're going to go. I think I'm going to ride some rides with Leonardo DiCaprio.
There you go.
But earlier today, we were on the campus at UCLA. That is where the Bengals held a practice and then held an in-person media day, the first time the Super Bowl's done that in a couple of years. The Bengals are the underdog, but they're having fun and talking about winning as if they're the favorites. Yeah, I wouldn't have it any other way. I mean, I've waited my whole career to do this. In fact, the Bengals had won their last playoff game the year before I started at Channel 2. I started the following season thinking, oh, they just won a playoff game last year. My whole career is going to be about the Bengals winning playoff games and maybe a Super Bowl. And, well, it took over 3 decades, but they finally did it. So I was excited about that. That is correct. Christopher Mad Dog Russo is one of the biggest names in sports talk. He was a #1 sports talk host in New York City before getting his own radio channel, Mad Dog Radio Channel on Sirius XM. He hosts the show every day between 3 and 6. I spent some time on Radio Row this week, and I had a one-on-one interview with Christopher Mad Dog Russo. Anyone who's ever listened to him, he's a hilarious man, but he knows the sports inside and out. And he admits, and we both know this, that the Bengals aren't a national
Cardinal brand yet, but he likes the Bengals. In fact, he thinks they can win, and if nothing else, anyone who's ever listened to him knows he's a big gambler. He said he's taking the Bengals into points, so I guess he didn't say flat out that they were going to win the game. But he said they were very entertaining, and Mad Dog believes that the Bengals will be a very relevant team, even nationally, as long as Joe Burrow continues to do what he does, because it is quarterbacks who drive this league. Thanks a lot, Riley. You know, one thing about this Bengal team, they have been able to deal with some pretty pressure-packed situations. None bigger than a few weeks ago in that AFC title game when Cincinnati trailed in Kansas City by 18 points and somehow find a way to come back and win the game. Their top 3 wide receivers are a group that really don't deal with anxiety. They deal in confidence. Thank you.
Each of you take a small step to your left.
Certainly want to avoid. All right, now, Hutch, obviously this is not a game they want to fall behind in because that Rams defense is pretty stout, but they have proven time and time again that they can win those games despite the score at halftime. And Hutch, we go from players to maybe fans.
Right, this Los Angeles Convention Center, a busy place today, Jack. After a week of build-up, the calm before the storm is over. Bengals fans have arrived in full force.
We're here, baby. Go Bengals!
Yeah!